It's me again, Deja, another episode of DJ's Diary. Jazz hands. Okay, guys, so the week has been cool. Nothing going on. Nothing. Okay, honestly, there's really nothing going on as of lately, actually. Pretty much all I've been doing, same old, going to work. I, I did, however, something that was exciting. I did go to church. I went to church a couple weeks ago. I just really had a strange, not strange, but I just really had an urge to want to go. I have to work on Sundays usually, but I went to church this Sunday. So it was nice. Not this Sunday, but like a Sunday or two ago. It was really nice. The word was good. I listened to it because usually, like I said before, when I do church, I used to go to church in person and actually listen to the word in person. And then afterwards, a few days later or so, like when I'm off or when I'm at work and it's slow, I would listen to church again and take notes. So I went to church and I took notes just today when I was at work. And it was good. If you guys do know about the service, it was about basically talking about how. Okay, don't quote me. I don't remember his name specifically. I know it was in the chapter Genesis. I think it was Joseph. It was Moses. I think it was Joseph. How basically, long story short, how Joseph was the youngest out of his siblings, and his siblings were jealous of him because his father favored him the most. So what they did, if y'all hear that noise, has my cat getting the zoomies randomly, and there's a gnat, a fly flying around, and he's attacking it right now. So if you hear the shuffling and stuff, that's him. Anyways, back to the story. So he was a favorite of his dad, and his siblings were jealous of him. So what they did to get rid of his siblings is they basically sold him into captivity. I don't want to say the exact word because I don't know if YouTube's going to flag me for it, but yeah. Anyways, and basically he was sold, and he happened to work his way up to the top almost and worked with this one guy. I don't remember his name specifically either. I'm not good with names, you guys. But he worked under somebody. But then that guy had not Moses, but the other guy, I can't remember his name, had a wife. And his wife really was infatuated by Moses, and basically made a lie to her husband saying, hey, he did some stuff to me that I didn't approve of, basically. So I'm looking at my cats. And he was thrown into jail. Moses was thrown into jail because of that assumption. And he was in jail for, I can't remember specifically how long he was in jail for. But he was in jail for a long time. And basically, Moses was there for a long time, and he met some people. These two people came, and they were thrown in jail. And Moses has his gift, I guess, that he can read people's dreams. So the two guys that came and told Moses their dream and said, hey, you're gonna be unalived in a few days, and you are gonna be moved up and be like the head baker of the Pharaoh or something of that nature. I'm kind of justifying, breaking it down, but I don't know if I'm using the specific correct terms for it. Anyways, and when you go and you are the top person with Pharaoh, remember my name. Remember, basically Moses said, remember me when you get big, remember me, all right? And the guy went big. Basically these predictions came true. The one guy passed, and the other guy moved up. But he completely forgot about Moses. So Moses was in jail for, I think it was 20, 30 years or something of that nature. And something happened specifically, and the baker guy remembered, oh, no. Pharaoh was having these reoccurring nightmares, but he didn't know what they meant. All of a sudden, the baker guy was like, hey, actually, I remember this guy who I met in prison who reads dreams. So Pharaoh's like, okay, bet. So he went to the prison, met up with Moses, explained to him his dream, and Moses broke it down for him, saying that in 7 days you're gonna have a harvesting moment where you have a lot of food, a lot of resources, and then 7 days later you're gonna have a dry spout, basically. And Moses gave him some, I would say criticism, not the word I'm looking for. Gave him some information that would help him out by helping people out, by also making the Pharaoh a lot more money too from the people. Anyways, and long story short, Pharaoh's like, I like this guy. I like this guy. He's kind of good. Okay. How would you like to come with me out of this prison and be my second hand man? And Moses said, okay, say less, basically. So then Moses gets moved to second person. And like he predicted, 7 days they had a full flourishing time. 7 days afterwards they didn't. And so happens that it happened to mess up a lot around them. And basically where his family was at was running low on food. So the dad had his sons, which is Moses' brother, come and I'm beginning a backstory before I get into the actual word, you guys. So I didn't specify in the beginning. Anyways, told him, hey, he told his sons, hey, I need you to go to the capital and get some food. And by that point, too, they had another brother, a younger brother, Moses' younger brother, who was happened to be, staying with his dad too. But he didn't want him to go up there with him because last time they all went together somewhere, Moses mysteriously disappeared. So they wanted that to happen to the son. So they only had the other few a few older brothers go and meet. And apparently happened to meet up with Moses. But at the time, the brothers didn't know that Moses was their brother that they sold. They sold basically. So Moses wanted to do a few tests for him to see if they have changed their ways or if they're still the same people who sold him before. So he did a few loyalty tests. He did a respect test to see, have honesty tests. Sorry, I was looking at my cat. Where he wanted to see if I'm kind of remembering it as I go. If they'll be honest. So basically, the brothers had sold some stuff to them to get some food, but sold to the Pharaoh to give some food, but the Pharaoh and them gave them the stuff back to see if they're going to be honest about it. And basically, they went back, realized that, hey, we got more than we bargained for. We didn't know we were going to get all this. So end up getting a little bit extra and going to Moses and telling him, hey, somehow we ended up getting more than we were supposed to. Here's more to, show you that we weren't ill intent trying to steal that on purpose. That just happened to get in there. So here's an offering from us to let you know that wasn't our fault. They did 3 tests. I was one of the tests. And at the end of the test, Moses told them, hey, I'm your brother. You sold me, remember? And basically, the gist of the matter is I can't talk today, you guys. The gist of the lesson of church was not basically trying to get revenge on people who wronged you. To basically forgive them, but not giving your full trust to them if you don't want to, basically. Because you are a Christian or Baptist or whatever religion you are, doesn't mean that because you forgive that person doesn't mean you have to 100% trust them, because trust and forgiving is 2 completely different things. They're basically saying, just of it, don't get your revenge. God will handle the revenge for you, basically. The gist of my story was just to say that. I didn't want to to say what the meaning of it was without giving some backstory. So that was the backstory of that, guys. It was a good lesson. And I also have a video of me me going to church, recording a couple songs, also me walking out of church. Just want to give y'all a little message about that too.
Will have him sold into slavery. And so they literally throw him in a pit. They wait until these captors are traveling by, headed towards Egypt, and they sell him into captivity and slavery. He winds up in a guy named Potiphar's house, where he ultimately rises to the number 2 position in Potiphar's house. Under Potiphar himself, he runs everything in Potiphar's life and house. Then he finds himself falsely accused by Potiphar's wife.
Hey everybody, I just left church, as you guys can see. And church was really good. I haven't been to church in so long. So we wanted to come today, and someone's telling me to come to church today. I don't know any other way to describe it. So stay tuned for the details about that video. But anyways, guys, I wanted to say hi from church. You want to see my outfit? Bye, y'all. And yeah, it was a good service. Also, after church, I went to go hang out with my mom and my auntie. We ended up going to Sam's Club and shopping, and we got some pizza, some hot dogs. It was good. I was hungry that day. So, yeah, it was a really nice weekend. And the week has been pretty eventful. I think so anyways. They're not that eventful, but eventful at the same time. I have something I want to share with you guys for next week. I was going to do it this week, but I didn't want to put too much in one video. So that's next week's surprise. I'm not going to tell you specifically what it is, but something for y'all to look forward to. My health. Oh, speaking of health, y'all, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Speaking of health, guys, I wanted to show you guys that I have been trying to get into my health. I take vitamins, women's multivitamins, every day. But, of course, all multivitamins don't have every element that you need. As me as a female, apparently I need certain things, so I bought a few things. So I bought some omega-3. Apparently it's from a plant-based. I can't pronounce that word to save my life. I'm going to let you look at it. This is what I got. Take a picture. I mean, you can pause the video if you need to see exactly what it is. This is what I take. Because it's supposed to help with your general brain and heart health. Right. And I think, if I remember correctly, doesn't this have like fish or something in it? Or am I just crazy? I don't know. It says, yeah, fatty acid. I don't know. Anyways, omega-3, you guys. I also got potassium vitamins. Now, you guys, as you're going to see in a little bit, majority of my vitamins are chewables. They're gummies. I don't like swallowing pills. Swallowing pills, I dislike with every fiber of my being. But this is the only one of potassium that I could find at Walmart. So, by the way, I got all these from Walmart. So that's why I had to just swallow pill one. Otherwise, I would not have bought this one. I would have bought gummies like the other ones too. But this one they only had it, unfortunately, in the pill bottom. So that's what I got. Potassium is supposed to help with heart health. Diet healthy in potassium, along with potassium supplement, support heart health. And then I also got some iron, because my iron, I don't even know how bad my iron is. Also, they're gummies. Like I told you, all of them are going to be gummies except for the potassium ones. This one supports healthy cognitive function. And it has vitamin C, helps with iron absorption. So, yep. Supposed to help with that. And this one is magnesium. I think this one says gentle on the stomach, supports muscle relaxation, heart, nerve, and bone health. So, yeah. Most of these help with heart, but I looked it up, and all these ones were what they're telling me I needed in my thing that I missed. So, I take these ones daily. So in the morning, I take my women's multivitamins, and then I'll take the iron one in the morning. Then throughout the day, because these other ones, aside the omega-3 ones, omega-3 doesn't tell me I need to eat something with it. When I look at the directions, probably it's best to eat something with it. Don't just follow my example. Make sure to do your research. But this has told me I don't have to worry about eating beforehand, so I don't. I usually eat this one like on my way to work in the morning, and then the potassium one and I don't want to eat in the morning time. Potassium, I would mainly take that like after I eat my breakfast and or lunch. Then I'll take this because it says to eat it. It says to take it. Take one capsule daily with food as a dietary supplement. So that's when I take it. Well, than that, yeah. Like my health has been good. Y'all are worried about that. My health has been good. I'm fine. The cats, for a moment, if y'all do care, they were having like bad diarrhea for a minute and or throwing up randomly. But then I researched and it said that could mean from the change of diet, and I did change their diet for a minute because I didn't have enough money to buy them hard food. When I feed the cats, I usually feed them hard food throughout the day. You can come up here if you want to. That's fine. Brave to come up here and say hi to you guys. Say hi, chunky monkeys. I'm just talking about you. Want to say hi to the camera? You want to say hi, mans? Hi, mans. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the camera? You want to look outside? That's fine. We'll look outside. Anyways, I'll say hi. Say hi, chunky monkey bunky chunky mans. Anyways, I usually feed them hard food while I'm at work. Like I leave hard food out for them to eat throughout the day because they, as soon as I get home, before I started feeding them daily, they would start meowing at me as soon as I would get home. He's sniffing the vitamins, so I gotta move them out the way a little bit. And they would meow at me for food as soon as I get home. So I leave hard food out for them to eat throughout the day while I'm gone. And then I would feed them soft tuna for dinner when I come home. Hey, mans. So I didn't have any hard food. Hi, mans. Hi, the floofy mans. I didn't have any hard food for them. I didn't have any money to buy any hard food. So I had to change their diet by just feeding them only tuna for the time being because I didn't have any money for hard food. So I'm thinking that's what the cause of them throwing up has been, because since I started feeding them the hard food again, they haven't, knock on wood, done that recently. So hopefully that's the problem with them and they're okay, because otherwise I'd be so sad. I'd be so sad, chunky monkey bunky chunky mans. Anyways, other than that, we're good. They're good. No, he's itchy. You itchy, mans? And Simba's over here cleaning himself, so you probably won't see him in the camera. But Brave apparently wanted some attention. I'm so busy running around lately, I haven't even spent that much time with him. I feel kind of bad about that. Oh, he's loafing. You see him loafing, guys? Look at the chunky monkey loafing. Say hi, mans. Say hi to mans. I see Brave over. See Simba over there. Say hi, mans. All right, you guys. I think for the most part that's it. I mean, work has been okay. I mean, getting okay to work. Again, health-wise, I'm fine. That's about it, you guys. So until next time, from me and from my chunky monkeys and from Simba over there, deuces and smooches. Bye, y'all. See y'all next time. Hopefully I have more eventful to talk about next week, which I do. Stay tuned for that, you guys. Okay, bye, y'all. Say bye, chunky monkeys.